Chosen one, there are moments in life where the path ahead feels uncertain, where opportunities seem to slip through your fingers, and where timing feels as if it's working against you. But hear this: when God has ordained something for your life, it is sealed. No amount of delay, no twist of circumstance, no human interference can take away what has been set aside for you. The alignment of events, the unfolding of the plan, the opening of the right doors at the right time, these are not random. They are intentional, divinely designed, and they are moving toward you even now. What is for you cannot be misplaced, cannot be stolen, and cannot be redirected to another. Heaven's calendar has already marked it. You may have felt overlooked before, but this time it will be impossible to miss. Before we go further, watch this message until the end, and let it stir something powerful inside you. If you believe in the power of spoken energy and divine alignment, write your warmest wishes in the comments along with the number 144. This is more than words. It's an energetic signature, a declaration to the universe that you are open and ready to receive. By doing this, you are not just participating in this moment, but you are amplifying the very frequency that will call your blessing into alignment. Now, chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Sometimes, the delay you've been experiencing is not a denial. It's a recalibration. God has been shifting things in your favor, even when it looked like nothing was happening. There have been seasons where you thought you were too late, that you missed your moment, that others had taken the opportunity meant for you. But God's precision is not bound by human timelines. His delivery is not like a missed appointment that you'll have to wait years to reschedule. Instead, when He says it's time, everything in your environment adjusts. The people, the places, the opportunities, they all pivot to meet you exactly where you are. Even the things you thought had already passed you by will be brought back around, in a form even greater than before. This is why you must not let fear or self-doubt convince you to step out of alignment now. You may not understand the exact route God is taking you on, but you can trust that it's impossible for you to miss what He has locked in your name. You are not competing for your blessing. You are not chasing it. You are being guided into it. And along the way, He will make sure that nothing, no closed door, no detour, no setback, will remove you from its path. The forces that once worked against you will have no choice but to make room for you. This is not wishful thinking. This is the law of divine appointment. And when that moment comes, and it will, you will see how everything that once felt like a disappointment was actually an act of protection. The timing you thought was wrong was actually right. The things you thought were lost were simply being stored. The opportunities you thought were gone forever were only being upgraded. And when it arrives, you will understand why God made sure you didn't take an early version of what He promised. Because He didn't just want you to have it. He wanted you to have it in its most complete, powerful, and unstoppable form. What you must understand, chosen one, is that the reason God will not let you miss this is because it was written for you before you even knew it existed. The path was carved before you took your first step. The coordinates were set long before you could even imagine the destination. That is why, no matter how far you have felt from it, no matter how many wrong turns you believe you've taken, the divine GPS has been recalculating the route every single time. You can't outrun what's been assigned to your name. You can't hide from it. Even if fear caused you to hesitate, even if circumstances forced you into the shadows, the call has remained active. This is the difference between chance and destiny. Chance can be missed. but destiny cannot. You have been prepared in ways you did not even realize, shaped by seasons that seemed meaningless at the time, only to now discover that each of those moments was equipping you to handle what's coming. The trials taught you strength. The delays taught you patience. The detours taught you strategy. And the silence taught you how to listen, not to the noise of the world, but to the quiet, steady voice of God. It's not about whether you're lucky enough to receive it. It's about whether you're ready enough to carry it. And now, the evidence of readiness is in your spirit. There's a stability in you now that wasn't there before. There's a clarity in your vision that no longer allows you to waste energy on distractions. There's a resilience in your heart that refuses to crumble under pressure. This is why He's been able to keep this door closed until now. Because now, when it opens, you will not just walk through it. You will own the room you walk into. Think about the moments in your past where you thought something was gone forever. How many times have you mourned an opportunity that you later realized wasn't the right one? That's because the wrong opportunity at the wrong time can become a trap, not a blessing. God's no has always been a not yet, and now you are standing in the yet that's about to become now. This is your moment to trust that the delay was not a punishment. It was a perfecting process. And the most incredible thing is this: when it arrives, it will feel both miraculous and completely natural at the same time. Miraculous, because you will see the hand of God aligning things in ways you could never have orchestrated. Natural, because deep down you'll know this is exactly where you were always meant to be. That's the beauty of divine timing. It feels like a miracle to everyone else, but to you, it feels like home. Chosen one, the assurance you have now is not built on fragile hope. It is anchored in undeniable truth. God has not simply promised this. He has positioned you for it. You are standing in a space that others can't even see, because they are still measuring timing by human calendars, while you are aligned with heaven's clock, and heaven's timing doesn't miss. When it strikes with precision so exact that everything around you is forced to respond. This is why, even when you've felt the pressure of being behind, you were actually right on track. You were being paced by divine rhythm, not human rush. The delays that once frustrated you were God's way of ensuring that nothing premature could sabotage the fullness of your season. Because when this door opens, it's not just about access, it's about permanence. You're not here for a temporary breakthrough that fades when the excitement dies down. You're here for an elevation that becomes the new baseline of your life. Understand this: the reason you cannot miss it is because the moment has been woven into the very fabric of your journey. Every victory and every loss was a thread. Every betrayal and every alliance was a stitch. And now, the pattern is complete enough to reveal the masterpiece. It's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's not right place, right time. It's divine architecture, designed by the one who saw your end before your beginning. So when the signal comes, and it will come suddenly, you must not hesitate. The same hand that kept this opportunity preserved for you will also steady you as you step into it. And here's the part most people miss: the opportunity itself is not the blessing. The blessing is that you will walk into it with the wisdom, character, and strength to hold it. Anyone can stumble upon an open door, but only the prepared can keep it from closing. And you, chosen one, are prepared. You may not feel flawless, but you are ready. You may not have all the details, but you have the direction. And that is enough, because when heaven moves, it doesn't require you to see every step. It only requires you to take the next one in faith. There is a reason God has been whispering for you to hold steady. It's because this moment is not about proving yourself to others. It's about proving faithful to the assignment you were born to carry. Distractions will come, voices will rise, and situations will try to force your hand prematurely. But the one thing that will keep you unshakable is knowing that what is yours cannot be stolen, delayed, or denied beyond its appointed time. Many will try to figure out why you are so calm while everything around you shifts. They will expect you to panic at the movement, to scramble for position, or to fight for visibility. But you know the truth. When heaven has stamped something with your name, it can survive any storm and still arrive intact. Your security doesn't come from control. It comes from trust. Trust that the same God who allowed you to be tested is the same God who will ensure you walk into what was promised. And here's the key. You are not waiting idly. Every day you choose obedience. You are aligning yourself like a key sliding into the lock of destiny. One turn, one moment, one divine signal, and everything will shift. This is why you've been instructed to protect your energy, to guard your speech, and to move with precision. Because when the moment strikes, it won't come with fanfare. It will come with authority. And in that instant, you'll know it's not just opportunity knocking, it's fulfillment itself stepping into your life. So stand firm in the knowing. Let others chase noise while you anchor yourself in truth. You are not in a race to beat anyone else to a finish line. You are in sync with a plan so intentional that even your pauses have purpose. And soon, chosen one, the pause will turn into movement, not a gradual shift, but a decisive, undeniable launch into the very thing your spirit has been sensing all along. What you need to understand, chosen one, is that destiny doesn't move according to human pressure. It moves according to divine sequence. You may see others running ahead, doors swinging open for them, opportunities flooding their path. But don't mistake speed for success, and don't confuse movement with progress. Some are rushing into rooms that will collapse on them because they entered before the foundation was set. Your journey is different because it's measured, intentional, and precise. Every delay has been protection. Every pause has been preparation. You've been learning to carry weight without losing balance, to stand in the middle of tension without breaking, and to hear a whisper of instruction, even when the noise of life is deafening. This is the conditioning of someone who's meant to handle influence without being destroyed by it. And here's what's powerful. When God decides the time is now, it will not be a slow unfolding. It will be sudden, like a door swinging open so wide and so fast that you barely have time to gather yourself before you realize you're already in the room. The moment will feel surreal, almost too good to be true, but it will be the exact thing you've been built for. And when you step into it, you'll recognize why you had to endure what others didn't, why you had to wait longer than seemed fair, and why certain paths were closed, no matter how much you wanted them to work. Stay alert. The signs will not be dramatic, but they will be clear. Small alignments stacking on top of one another until you see the unmistakable pattern. This is not about guessing anymore, it's about recognizing. And when the recognition comes, you won't hesitate. You'll move with the confidence of someone who knows that heaven's schedule has finally arrived at your name. When your moment arrives, chosen one, it will not come with the approval of the crowd. In fact, some will be shocked, others confused, and a few will even be angry that you've stepped into what they thought was theirs. But that is the beauty of divine timing. It is not up for debate. When heaven says now, no earthly opinion can reverse it. You must understand, the entire structure of your preparation has been about securing your footing so you can stand in your blessing without slipping. Many can enter a door, but not all can remain standing once they get inside. You, however, have been trained for endurance. The very trials that seemed designed to break you were actually shaping your ability to remain unshaken. That is why, when you step into this appointed place, it will not just be a season you enjoy, it will be one you master. And here's what's even more significant. God will align people, resources, and opportunities that match not just your needs, but your capacity. You will no longer be surrounded by those who drain you, but by those who multiply you. Conversations will be different. Partnerships will be strategic. Open doors will not distract you, they will direct you. This is what happens when the moment belongs to you. It shapes itself to fit your calling perfectly. So remain steady. Your readiness is not about proving yourself to anyone. It's about holding the posture of someone who knows that the blessing was designed with them in mind. No rushing, no forcing. Just standing in faith, knowing that what has been secured for you cannot be claimed by another. The hour is coming, and when it strikes, you will step in not as someone surprised by favor, but as someone who always knew it was only a matter of time. When this alignment begins to unfold, you will notice how time itself seems to move differently. Moments that used to feel heavy will feel light, and tasks that once seemed impossible will unfold with surprising ease. This is not coincidence. It is the grace assigned to those operating inside their divine window. The work that took others years to accomplish will begin to take you weeks, sometimes days, because you are moving with the current instead of against it. But understand this: speed without stability is dangerous. That's why God ensured you were grounded before acceleration. Many dream of sudden breakthroughs, but cannot handle the velocity when it arrives. You, chosen one, are different. You will not lose your balance in the rush. Instead, you will use that momentum to build faster and stronger than before. Every step will be intentional, every decision measured against the vision that has been entrusted to you. This is why discipline will remain your anchor. Opportunities will come in abundance, but not every open door is a divine invitation. Some will be distractions dressed as blessings, designed to pull your focus away from what truly matters. Your discernment will be your safeguard. You will feel it in your spirit when something is for you. It will carry peace, even if it carries challenge. And you will feel the warning when it is not. It will carry urgency that pressures, not inspires. In these moments, your ability to say no will be just as important as your ability to say yes. Your destiny will not be shaped by what you accept alone, but also by what you refuse. You will protect your focus as if it were gold, because, in truth, it is. The wrong focus at the right time can still cause delay, and God has not brought you this far for delay. So remain alert, remain steady, and remember, your season is not just about what you receive, but about what you steward. And the way you handle this acceleration will determine the heights you can reach without falling. There will come a moment in this acceleration where you feel as if you are standing in two different timelines at once. The life you used to live and the one you are stepping into. This overlap is not confusion, it's transition. You may still have remnants of the old reality around you, but the pull of the new reality will grow stronger each day. This is when you must make deliberate choices that align with where you are going, not where you have been. During this phase, expect the tests to sharpen. Some will try to remind you of who you were before you were called. They will speak words that attempt to limit you, tie you to old patterns, and convince you that your rise is either too fast or undeserved. But remember, the acceleration you are experiencing is not man-made. It is God-ordained. No one can vote on it. No one can cancel it. No one can slow it down unless you give them permission. This is also when opportunities that once felt like dreams will begin to feel normal. Be careful here. Comfort can be the silent enemy of calling. You must resist the urge to settle into the blessing as if it is the end. It is not the end. It's the launch pad. The true purpose of this acceleration is not to simply elevate you, but to position you so you can open doors for others. That is why your thinking must expand as your influence expands. You cannot lead at a higher level with a lower level mindset. You will need to cultivate wisdom daily, not just knowledge, but wisdom that allows you to see beyond the moment and understand the ripple effect of your choices. Your words, your actions, your decisions, they will no longer affect just you. They will shape the lives of many who are connected to you. And so, as you move deeper into this season, walk with both boldness and humility. Boldness, because you know who sent you. Humility, because you know you are simply a steward of something much greater than yourself. When these two qualities meet in the same person, the world takes notice, and destiny takes root in ways that cannot be undone. As you advance, the energy around you will intensify. Some will be drawn to you without fully understanding why. Others will be repelled without any clear reason. This is not about you personally. It's about the shift your presence now carries. You've stepped into a vibration that speaks directly to destiny, and those not aligned with that frequency will either rise to meet it or step away. You'll notice that doors will not only open, they will swing wide. But here lies the next challenge. Not every open door is meant for you. Some are distractions disguised as opportunities, designed to lure you off course. That is why discernment will be your greatest weapon in this phase. If you move too quickly, without checking the alignment of a door to your mission, you could waste time that was meant for momentum. The calling you carry is no longer just about surviving tests. It's about protecting the harvest. There's a difference between having something and keeping it. The higher you rise, the more subtle the threats become. They won't always be obvious attacks. Sometimes they'll come as comfort, compromise, or even well-meaning advice that's completely wrong for your path. This is when you must stand anchored in the voice that brought you here. Remember the whispers that told you to hold on when everything looked hopeless. Remember the unshakable certainty that rose in your spirit when others doubted. That same inner confirmation will now guide you in unfamiliar territory. And as you keep moving, you'll realize something profound. The test was never just about proving you could win. It was about shaping you into someone who could carry the weight of victory without losing sight of the one who gave it. Now you are living proof that the refined, tested, and aligned can walk into the fullness of their promise without fear of being moved. Now the pace will quicken. The very ground beneath you will seem to shift in your favor, and situations that once required months of waiting will now unfold in days, sometimes hours. You will be in awe of how swiftly alignment turns into acceleration. But with this speed comes the need for precision. A single step in the wrong direction can cost you momentum, and momentum in this season is priceless. The shift you're walking into will feel like a current carrying you forward, but it will also test your ability to steer. You cannot afford to simply drift with the flow. You must direct it toward the destination you were called to. This is where vision becomes more than a dream. It becomes a navigational tool. Without a clear vision, speed will only lead you further from where you're meant to be. In these moments, you'll notice a strange duality, ease and urgency. Opportunities will present themselves naturally, yet you will feel an unshakable push to act. That's because this window is not permanent. It's divinely timed, and once it closes, it will not reopen in the same way. This is not meant to cause fear, but focus. The people around you will either fuel your fire or attempt to dampen it. Watch carefully. In seasons of acceleration, misplaced loyalty can be costly. You will need to discern between those who celebrate your movement and those who secretly resent it. The wrong voice in your ear can cause hesitation, and hesitation in this hour can make you miss the very thing you've been praying for. You've been prepared for this precise moment. Every delay, every detour, every test has forged the version of you that can not only handle the blessing, but multiply it. The key now is to keep your hands steady, your heart clean, and your spirit alert. The countdown is already in motion, and your ability to move in perfect step with it will determine how fully you receive what's waiting on the other side. You will find that in this season, precision is not just about what you say yes to, it's equally about what you say no to. The doors that open will be many, but not all of them will lead to the future you're being prepared for. Some will be distractions dressed as opportunities, designed to test your discernment. This is why clarity is your most valuable weapon right now. Without it, you'll be tempted to chase every spark instead of fanning the single flame meant to guide you. And here's the truth. The enemy of great is not failure. It's distraction. The more the pressure builds, the more appealing side paths will appear. You must remember that the shortest route to your destiny is straight through the path you've been given, no matter how narrow or demanding it feels. In the days ahead, your decisions will not only shape your own momentum, but will set patterns for those who will follow after you. You are walking as a blueprint, even if you can't see it yet. People will study how you moved in this season, how you made choices under pressure, and how you carried both humility and authority in balance. The acceleration you are experiencing will not slow down for you to catch your breath. Instead, you must learn to breathe while you run. This is where your discipline, built in hidden seasons, will pay off. You've been training for endurance without realizing it, and now that conditioning will allow you to sustain what others can only handle in short bursts. Above all, keep your focus on the signal, not the noise. The signal is the divine alignment pulling you forward. The noise is everything else. If you keep your eyes fixed, your hands steady, and your heart in tune, you will not only avoid missing this moment, you will maximize it to the fullest measure possible. Every moment you step forward in obedience, you increase the frequency of your alignment. And with each aligned step, you make it harder for anything, fear, distraction, or even delay, to pull you off course. The strength of this season lies in your ability to move with unwavering confidence, not because you see the entire path, but because you trust the one who set it before you. Your actions now are not small ripples. They are tidal waves in the unseen. The conversations you have, the opportunities you accept or decline, the energy you pour into the right assignments are all shifting the very architecture of your future. This is why precision matters so deeply. The wrong yes right now could cost you more than the wrong yes ever did before. Do not be surprised if you feel an intense urgency in your spirit without any visible reason. This is the countdown in motion. It's the signal that the window is narrowing and that the weight of the moment is increasing. Many will not notice it. They will mistake it for ordinary restlessness or busyness, but you will recognize it for what it is: a divine push. There will also be a sense of acceleration that feels almost unnatural. Things that normally take months will happen in days. Connections will form almost instantly. Solutions will present themselves before problems even fully develop. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration, compressing time for your sake. The key now is to act without hesitation when the green light flashes. Overthinking will be the silent thief of this moment. This is not about reckless movement, but about trained responsiveness, moving quickly because you have prepared deeply. And when you do, you will discover that the very thing you thought might be too big for you to handle will fit perfectly in your hands because you were always meant to carry it. The more you lean into this divine momentum, the more you'll notice that doors are not just opening. They are swinging wide with a force you could never have generated on your own. You are being ushered into spaces that have been reserved for you long before you even knew they existed. These are not random opportunities. They are appointments set in the eternal calendar of your destiny. And yet, with every new opening comes a subtle test. Will you step into these places with humility and focus, or will you let the noise of the crowd dilute your purpose? Now more than ever, discernment is your safeguard. Some invitations will look appealing, but are merely distractions in disguise. Others will appear too challenging, but are actually stepping stones to the very platform you've been prepared for. Your presence in these moments will be magnetic. People will feel drawn to you without fully understanding why. This is the evidence of the oil on your life, the anointing that marks you as different. But remember, magnetism is a tool, not a trophy. It's not about collecting attention, it's about redirecting it toward the greater purpose you carry. The shifts you are about to witness will be so swift, some will think you skipped the process. But you'll know the truth. You didn't skip it. You survived it, endured it, and mastered it. Every trial was a refining fire, every delay a necessary pruning, every closed door a redirection. And now, the proof of your endurance is about to be displayed openly. Stay anchored. The momentum of this moment is powerful, but only those rooted deeply will be able to sustain it without being swept away. Keep your vision sharp, your spirit quiet enough to hear the next instruction, and your hands ready to build what you've been entrusted with. And as you stand in this moment, know that the same force that opened these doors will sustain you within them, carrying you not just to the height of your calling, but through it, until every purpose heaven wrote for you is fulfilled in full.